Hello, and this is the video review for the Transformers Fall of Cybertron Voyager class Soundwave and Laserbeak. This figure I bought on eBay. It came all the way from Hong Kong, so I'm pretty pleased to have it. Very, very special figure here. This video is kind of like my Christmas special, I suppose, yeah, let's get on to the review. It could be a two-part review, I don't know, we'll just have to see how it goes, but yeah. Anyway, this is Soundwave's vehicle mode, a very, very nice looking Cybertron vehicle mode. Again, it's based off I would have thought, based on the War for Cybertron Deluxe Soundwave figure that we got for War for Cybertron. But yeah, it's very similar, more or less identical looking, but just bigger and different look, just a slightly different look, that's all, and more features. But yeah, it does roll on a hard surface. The bottom of this can drag along the floor a little bit, but overall it's not too bad, and it does look very nice. This chest area doesn't lock in this bit. It's kind of loose, so just be careful because if you knock it, it'll flop down, because it doesn't actually peg into anywhere. Just kind of rests there, which is a bit annoying, but it's alright. So yeah, let's transform this guy. So first what you want to do is you want to remove the gum. Then what you want to do is you want to come around to the back, split this section, bring it down, this section and bring it down. Fold the feet out like so, rotate this around and down like that, around and down. Then you want to come and detach this from here, bringing the legs down as you do that, flipping it around and pegging it in like that. Then you want to come here and just open these out. Fold these back like that. Then you want to come to the top and you want to take this section, bring it out like that, and fold it out so it looks like this. And so it's sticking out, kind of like that. And you just want to leave that there for a minute, and then you want to come here, open the top bits up, split them apart and open the top bits up, and then you want to unpeg that section from there, little hole, a tab that goes into that hole there, and you just want to unclip that. Same with this side. Untab that, and then kind of pull the arms up like this. They're on two pins, or I think one's this joint here is a pin, but I think this one's kind of like in the chest, if that makes sense. It's kind of like I think it's pinned in, but yeah, it's kind of on two pins, so you want to lever it up like that and into the shoulder. Rotate down, rotate the arm down, fold these back like that, fold the hands out of here, not much to do now, fold the hands out of here, and this one, there we go, that. And then this backpack you want to fold down, up and up like that. and this little pin here wants to slide, this section on the pin wants to slide down like that, and then you can push that in a little, and there you have your Soundwave in robot mode. And then the last thing you just want to do, you can either have him hold the cannon, but if you want to be a G1 fan, you can place the cannon on his shoulder. So yeah, let me just try and show you there. There he is in robot mode. Very, very nice. I really like this figure a lot. Just trying to angle the camera. But yeah, he is very, 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 very nice. I'm quite impressed with this figure. In my opinion, it's much better than the Fall of Cybertron Deluxe. And I'll get into the main reason of why that is later, but there he is in his robot mode. Very nice. So yeah, he's very nicely detailed. Let me just move this lamp so we can look a little better at his detail. So you can see Decepticon logo on the chest. Very nice head sculpt. Much better than the Fall of Cybertron Deluxe. It's got the claws still on the front, the like nice claws. They're not quite as thick as they were on the Fall of Cybertron figure. They're a bit thinner and more compact into the chest, but they're still there. And yeah, he just is really cool. I can't get over how cool this actually looks. But his arms, you've got kind of like a nice light violet-y type purple in there. Very nicely painted as well. Yellowy sort of gold on the legs. But yeah, it looks really nice. There's his shoulder cannon, which just pegs into that hole there. One thing about the shoulder cannon is it looks as though it's got a pin in the bottom of the handle. So right in the bottom of there looks to be a pin. I don't know if you can see that, but let me see if I can get it to focus. No, the camera doesn't want to focus from the look of it. But yeah, there is a pin in the bottom of that handle, which I don't know why that's there. I'm sure there's a reason, but I don't know what it is. But overall, such a really, really lovely figure. And I do apologise that I cannot get the full figure on the camera screen. Yeah, the camera screen, if that makes sense. Sorry I can't film the whole thing at once like this. It's to do with angles and stuff. It's just, I can't do it because I'm in rather a small space and I'm struggling to actually get the angles right and everything, and the lighting, and it's quite difficult. But yeah, still very, very nice figure, and yeah, I'm going on about it a bit, but yeah, very nice. So I've kind of basically shown you all the detail on this pretty much. Guess we can have a look at the back. Let's have a look. Not too much going on the back. I'll explain more about this plunger type thing later on. But let's take a look at that head. It does have the thing where you shine the light through there and it comes through the eyes, which is nice. Very nice head sculpt. Love that head sculpt. No, camera doesn't want to focus. But yes, so let's get on to his little friend Laserbeak. well, not friend, but his little robot companion type guy. So yeah, Laserbeak is nowhere to be seen, and that is because on this Soundwave, he actually has the cassettes in his chest. Yay! Instead of the War for Cybertron, where there was no cassettes included, and there was just a hole, a rectangular hole in the chest, which looks like it should have something in there, and it didn't, and that was really annoying. You did take the two guns, the shoulder cannon and the handgun, and this Soundwave doesn't come with the handgun. You take both of those guns from the War for Cybertron and you put them in the chest, close it up, and it looks like he's got a cassette in there, but that wasn't very good, in my opinion. I think this is a lot better. So let's take Laserbeak out. And Laserbeak is this data disc, which is very nice. I do have all the cassettes, which I will be reviewing. So I have Rumble, Ravage, Rat, Bat and Frenzy. I do have them all, apart from Buzzsaw, which I will be getting with Sound Blaster at some point. But there is Laserbeak in his data disc mode. Very nice. So what you want to do to transform him, all you need to do is press this button, and there he is, transformed and done. The only problem I have with that is the actual articulation issues, because you can't pose the wings or make the wings hold position. They spring back out. Same with the head and the tail. Bit annoying, but you know, it springs out into a nice position, so I don't suppose it matters too much. But yeah, to transform him back into the disc, you want to flip the wings up, and when you flip one wing up, the other one will go, so I'll just do that again. And the head will go as well. Then you want to push the head down like that, fold the tail up, and you've got to hold the head as well while you're doing that, and quickly move out of the way. Move your finger out of the way of the head, and then close that up and hold it again. Then just close up the wings, and there you have Laserbeak in his little data disc mode right there. So yeah, what the theory is that you put Laserbeak inside the chest, close it up, press this button, which is epic. You know, you've got the button like on the G1, and press it, the chest opens, and you push this plunger in at the back, and it shoots out. Now, on impact, this disc is supposed to transform, which it does, but I was kind of hoping that mine would, when you fire it, that it would transform in like mid-air. The only way it transforms in mid-air is one wing. Right, I'm going a bit fast, but okay, right, you shoot it out, and it'll hit the floor, and it'll transform. But I was hoping it would transform in mid-air, but mine doesn't for some reason. I don't know whether that's just mine. Sometimes when you fire it out, it will sort of transform, but only one wing comes out, which is a bit unfortunate. And it's always the same wing. So I don't know if that's just mine. Everything seems to be working properly. I can't, you know, if you hit the button, it all transforms nicely. On Laserbeak, and the plunger in Soundwave, this pushy gimmick, seems to be working just fine, but I don't know. But anyway, that's Laserbeak. Yeah, so when you put the cassettes in, this will go further and further out. It can hold up to 3 cassettes, or data discs in this case. I call them cassettes because in G1, you probably know they were cassette tapes. And Soundwave was a cassette recorder type, dictaphone type sort of thing. But yeah, this plunger moves further and further out like that, the more discs you put in, which is a bit unfortunate that comes out, but it's not too horrible. That goes all the way in like that, and you can more or less fit 3 discs in. It's a bit difficult to close it and make it hold when you've got 3 discs in. So yeah, but I would on the whole recommend only putting 2 discs in at the max, just because of that. But yeah, but yeah, that's really about it. There's not really much to say. Now I think I've covered everything, and it's taken rather a long time. It's taken about 15 minutes, this review, so maybe even more by the time I'm finished. But yeah, there was quite a lot to go over with this Soundwave. Transformation's not too hard, not overly easy, but it's not very difficult. So yeah, but laserbeak here doesn't work like that well. The only way it does work is if you push the button, but whether that's just mine or I don't know. But yeah, when you launch it out, it doesn't always flip open, which is unfortunate. But yeah, that's been about it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Sorry it's been a bit weird and a bit thing. I'm not feeling too well, unfortunately, and it's nearing Christmas, so yeah, I'm not feeling too well. So I'm sorry if I've been a bit off, but yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's not been too long for you. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.